Hello and welcome back to the Honest Lab Horror Show, the show that we bring to you each and every Friday night. Why we do this on a Friday night? Because Friday night is horror night. Welcome back to the show, folks. It's been a while. It's been a long while since we've had this guest on. He was one of the most popular guests that we've had, even if he is an annoying motherfucker.
I'm Mr. Annoying Motherfucker to you, pal.
Yeah, I know you're
Hey,
old.
what's up?
You're old as shit, Carl.
I know
Welcome
I'm
back.
fucking broken.
Welcome back, superstar Carl Grasso.
What's up, Greg? What the hell, man? What's going
What's
on?
happening? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been like a million years.
I'm going to say a year and a half. Definitely.
Everything seems to be going the same pace since like the last time I think we left, we met. I feel like I'm like, wait, did that happen? Oh, that did happen. Yes, that did.
Since the last time we met, Mutilator 2 came out. I watched it 6 times.
By yourself underneath the covers, or
No, I watched it. I
okay.
enjoyed it.
That's good. Yes, it has officially came out. It officially came out August of 2025 in all major platforms across the world, actually.
That's when I watched it again the last time when it came out. I was like, yep.
Yep, that's me. Yeah.
Good thing I kept that screener that Buddy sent me.
Yeah, it's exciting because now it's like me personally, I have a movie that's all over the world that people were wanted to watch, and it's like, yay, that's good. Now I gotta repeat that again.
Who wants to see Carl getting head? Everybody.
Yes. No spoilers. Actually, it's been out, so we can do spoiler alert. Yes, I get head in the movie.
And it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean it's been a definitely a journey. That's the word. Where we filmed it. I mean, we advertised it first at a convention in North Carolina. Then we filmed it in North Carolina, and then we just went the tour of podcasts and all around the country doing little screenings. Then we went to Europe to Fright Fest, and that was unbelievable.
Oh,
Where I got
so
to,
glad I missed out on that.
I apologize for that too. Yeah, but then again, like I didn't. My first time over there, I didn't know what the hell I'm doing. So I just, but like when,
I definitely would have went to that. That would have been unreal.
yeah, I would have loved for you to be there. Next time, get you next time. I really want to go back to Fright Fest because it was so much fun. I got to meet people, and I'm kind of still friendly with them. They don't make fun of me like people in America.
I mean, I can make fun of you now if you want.
Well, this is Ireland. I mean, we're talking about the UK, wherever the hell it is. I don't know. Did you see, I had those red carpet interviews where I'm like, I don't know where I am. I mean, like, this is great. I got to meet the Chatterer from Hellraiser. I mean, that dude just walked up to me and started asking about my movie, and I'm like, wait, I know you from somewhere. And he's a very nice guy. The
Yeah.
director of the movie, The Substance, with Demi Moore, she took a selfie of me with Scout Taylor Compton, the actress from the Rob Zombie Halloweens. That
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
yeah. She's actually coming to Manchester for the love of horror this year. Scout Taylor Compton is.
oh, she's sweet. She's very kind. And it's yeah, it's crazy. Like I go there and I go, all this because, I auditioned for a very pervy, horrible human being in the Mutilator 2,
Oh,
which, hey, it worked
fit,
out.
fits you right to the ground, Carl. Right to the ground.
And I keep playing these kind of characters because in this new movie that's coming out called Amityville Shark House, I believe it's coming out June 30th,
Not long.
to
Couple of weeks.
streaming platforms. It's a Lionsgate release, so I believe you can find it on the biggest platforms. If I'm not speaking out of school, what I understand, it is coming out June 30th worldwide because Lionsgate is worldwide company. They're the ones who do the Saw movies and tons of other
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Right.
Lionsgate and
Uh,
Twisted Pictures do saw, don't they?
yes,
As I think Twisted
yes, you're
Pictures.
right. Twisted Pictures, correct. I don't know if I think Grindhouse Pictures did this one. Um, I filmed this before I shot Mutilator 2, and this character I play in a movie. Well, I'll keep the quick premise of it. It's about a real estate agent that tries to sell a haunted house, and he finds a suspicious idol that turns him into an evil shark. And
So,
my character is his like close confidant, and of course, um, I'm the comic relief, and I say a bunch of dirty stuff, and I do a bunch of dirty stuff as well. So I guess I'm typecast as that guy. But the movie's fun. I mean, it was my first film out in Los Angeles, and it was very makeup heavy and very special effects heavy. And I got to meet a lot of really great people out there too. The film stars Sean C. Phillips and was directed by Adam Marino and my buddy William Colazzo Jr. and stars his wife Julie Prescott. It should be really fun to watch. And supposedly, I'm in it with all my scenes making fun, making funny, which is what we need.
Well, I mean, I will watch pretty much anything that comes up, Amityville, something.
Yeah.
I always go in with the expectation that it's going to be terrible.
Well, I can't
But
say that
when,
that's wrong.
well, I'm not talking about these kind of ones. I'm talking about the likes of the Amityville Horror 2, 3, 7.
Oh, you're talking about the real movies?
Yeah, I watch them, right? But then
Yeah.
obviously with indie, when I started getting into indie quite a bit, there was Amityville became
Yeah.
a public domain thing, so everyone was kind of making them.
It's ingenious because any filmmaker can use Amityville. It's a town on Long Island, New York, and they can just put it on Tubi with like Amityville, whatever. You're looking, searing for movies, you hit A, guess what? Amityville pops up. So it's actually pretty brilliant if you think about
yeah,
it. Yeah.
I watched Amityville Ripper, where Jack the Ripper comes back to the Amityville house. Obviously we know a couple of people that was in that. Anna Clary was in that one.
Oh yeah, Dan Grogan was in that one. Yes, I
Was
believe.
Dan in that one?
I know Anna was in that one. Anna was,
Yeah, Anna was
he,
in that one anyway. I know that. I
right.
can't remember if Dan was. No, he was.
Uh,
Yeah, he appears late on in it.
okay, all right, yeah, I remember
If
that.
if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there's
Um,
tons of Amityville movies from Amityville. My buddy made Amityville Thanksgiving and Amityville Turkey Day, which were featured in Bloody Disgusting, and they're really funny. They're about a killer turkey, and I had a voiceover part in it. I'm not the turkey, but I had like a little part in there.
that would have
But
been so funny.
I know, but like I learned about it later on, and he's like, "Oh wait, I need you to do this." Like my buddy Will and I we're like, joined at the hip, and he's like, "I need you to do this." I'm like, okay, so I'm like in a room shouting and screaming, and then like months later, I'm like, "Oh, that's what you wanted me for? Oh, okay." I'm a robot in this movie yelling at somebody. Okay, it's like, oh, I remember that.
Yeah,
But
well, I mean, you gotta get some work. You gotta get paid.
it's independent film work, so that happens. I do the background vocals in a film called ITCH exclamation point. It's about a zombie movie in a New York deli, I believe, where people are like locked. It's like a Dawn of the Dead or Night of the Living Dead, maybe where they're stuck in a deli and there's zombies that are trying to get in, I believe. And then it becomes like the thing where, wait, which one of these people in the deli is the zombie or going to turn into a zombie? I've seen a little bit of it, and the trailer is I believe online. And they went to some sort of New York horror fest, and I think it was received well. But I do some background vocals of like the captain in the streets and the police officers or saying "come out with your hands up" type of thing. But I do a lot of that kind of voiceover stuff.
I'm just looking
But
it up here now. Is it Barry Kang directed it?
yes, Merrick. Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think I seen this ad for it recently.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not the star, but I mean, I have I did some voice work. It looks really good, to be honest.
It did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I watched the trailer a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. It's I don't know when it's coming out. I think they're submitting it to Film Fest. They might actually be funny enough. I think they might actually be submitting it to this year's Film Fest, Fright Fest over in
Oh,
UK. I mean, I believe.
I
Yeah.
don't. I don't think I'll be getting to the UK this year. I may have some more pressing matters to deal with come the end of the year. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think yeah, it happens,
uh,
But I mean, like I've been keep myself creative with like, I'm shooting another film here in North Carolina called Mocha Dick. And yes, it's exactly what you think. No, it's not a porn, but it's a comedy. It's like an offbeat comedy about a
porn.
coffee shop, where I'm like the disgruntled manager, where I just do nothing but scream at people, and their reactions are just like stone cold, like what is wrong with this guy? And we're finishing. We just had to get some completion funds, and we're finishing it, I believe, in a couple of weeks and stuff. And that should be really funny, with what I've seen with a very brilliant cast and some of the scenes I have seen. It's going to be really good, and I can't wait for that to come out and to show you that. Other than that, I'm still trying to work out my own film. We have a Seed and Spark fundraiser for The Suffering, which is a movie that I am teaming up with a Pennsylvania production company called I Budget Films, where I play well, at this point, we've transferred where me to be a police officer who's investigating kind of like a saw, like a jigsaw kind of killer.
Nice.
And I get kidnapped by a said killer, and I have to play games in order to save people I love in a house somewhere. So we're trying to fund that. And man, being an executive producer is the hardest thing I've ever done because
Oh,
you have a lot of disappointment you have to embrace and a lot of sacrifice and cuts. And man, this would have been cool, but we don't have this. We don't have the funds. We don't have the cast. We don't have the location. It is, I've never been an executive producer before, and now since this is a storing vehicle for me, it's like, well, you can't just rely on your own talents. You have to rely on the people with you, and sometimes that's the hardest thing too, because people drop out, people have problems, people have issues, and it's a life lesson for me to go through this. But I am confident that we're going to reach our financial goal and give you the best acted horror movie in a while. Let's put it that way. How about that?
that works. That works.
And I
I'll
hope
watch it.
you, oh, you definitely watch it. I will give that to you immediately. So does
It's not even finished yet, and I'm getting it.
I'll film it in my backyard at this
Yeah,
point. Yeah.
sold.
No,
Um,
it's but no, but now I get it. It's like, how you're like, oh, how come this didn't happen or that? Like we were talking about the movies from like the 80s. We're talking about like Masters of the Universe with Dolph Lundgren, and like that movie lost. They didn't have money to film the ending. So they had to do it like with a stunt guy and Dolph Lundgren in like the a dark studio because they had no money and they had to do it in like an hour. So that's why the movie was like they had no climax really at the end and they had to cut things again. It happens and it still happens with independent films. Not like we were saying Disclosure Day with Spielberg and like, checks get written. It doesn't matter. Like, the movie could fund all of that movie's budget could fund like a small nation somewhere, like whatever
and
the
you
hell
know
it is.
what? I'm all for it.
It's like, well, this movie had $300 million to play with, and you're like,
Will we
I
find
doubt
out
it.
what the Disclosure Day budget was?
Oh, I don't know. Well, I just found out what the Star Wars, I can't pronounce this, the Mandalorian, that budget was 300 million. I think it just broke 250. Don't quote me on this. I don't know what they internationally. That's not good.
No.
That's really not good for a Star Wars movie.
Well, Disclosure Day had a reported budget of 115 million.
That's almost modest compared to, like for a Spielberg movie. Yeah.
I'm all for it. It looks unreal. I'm all for it.
Yeah. No, so I'm back in the days where like, budgets were like 11 to 12 million and you're like and they grossed like 120. Like actually, I don't know if did it come over to the to Ireland yet, but the back rooms,
Oh, my
the back
missus. John, when I texted you earlier and you were like, you're ready to go, I
yeah.
said, my missus was only coming back from the cinema for seeing that with one of her friends. I was waiting for it to come back.
Oh, okay. So like that whole thing was a YouTube sensation.
Uh,
So I gritted well because I'm injured. So I'm like a couple of days ago, I'm like, well, let me watch these on YouTube. And I wasn't really a fan. I was like,
no,
what is this shit? It should
I
be like
didn't.
called The Hallways. However, I will recommend the film because somebody got a hold of the script and said, no, we need to do a story and have a good scenes for the actors in it. And the actors do a great job. And I was kind of like mesmerized. I lost the fact that it was the back rooms and just started watching the acting, and it was actually really good. So I do recommend the back rooms to everybody.
I have zero interest. I'm probably not gonna watch it. I seen the ads for it and I was like, no.
Right? You
I,
know what? Yeah. And
I
me too.
already knew. I already knew I wasn't gonna like that.
Well, you're not into like, you don't like David Lynch or
Oh, I do, yeah.
Kubrick. Oh, you do?
Uh,
Okay. All right.
no, it's
It
just
kind
that film just didn't look like I. That looked like I'd be asleep in about 15 minutes.
you might not be, but if you watch I'm sorry, on YouTube, but if you watch the videos on YouTube, I fell asleep twice.
Oh,
So I'm like, these things should be called hallways. I'm like, well, this is not scary. This is silly to me. But
yeah.
I
I
will I
should.
will recommend the back rooms. I mean, I'm not saying it should win an Oscar, but I mean, it kept my interest.
Uh,
Um, It's
No,
it,
one that really got me this year actually was Undertone.
under what is that?
It's a movie. It's a new horror movie out that's based on basically this girl's caring for her mother in a house in some town in America. I can't remember where it is, but it's not like a desolate place or anything. And she does a horror podcast with someone from the other side of the country, right? And they're
Right.
basically breaking down paranormal things, and they get sent this file, and like it's visually there's nothing amazing about it, but when you're listening to it, it all comes off the file that they get received, and like what it does with them and how it plays out and stuff. It's so good. Like I got it, I watched it, and I was like, oh, I have no interest really. I just put something on in the background, and
Is it like found footage or?
no, it's proper.
Oh, cool. Oh, good. All right. I
But
will check that out.
I put it on and I was sitting there and I was like, I'm just putting it on in the background just to have noise on. Do you know what I mean? And
Oh no, I get that. Yeah.
after
I
15
just
minutes, I was sitting at the edge of the sofa going, what's
don't you
happening?
love that when you're like totally surprised and you're like, I didn't really I didn't even think this was gonna be good, and you're like, wow, this is engulfing me, and I love
And
that feeling.
I can't even remember. I think it might have been former guest Annie from Annie's Horror that put something up about it. I hadn't heard anything about it. And as I said, I seen it was a 2026 movie and I threw it on. And I was like, yep, this will do. And I was
Yeah.
glued.
Or it's the
Absolutely.
opposite when you're like, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks. Oh, boobies, this sucks, this sucks.
Titties!
Well, the other thing good about it was the pair of titties at 38 minutes and 30 seconds. Well, what was the plot? I
Like
don't know.
at the minute for a film that I had zero interest in, right? Or
Right.
zero knowledge of, not even zero interest. I have it as the second best film of the year for me.
Really? Okay. I'll definitely got to check it out.
Yep, it was unbelievable.
Do I do I have one this year? Probably not. I don't recall. No, not a one.
did
There's
you
nothing
say?
that's popping out.
Did you say? Oh, that you've seen?
Yeah, that I've seen maybe.
Oh well, number one for me is Crime 101.
Oh, I still haven't seen that. I want to see that, but yeah, I'll
Yeah,
watch that.
it was brilliant. Then I have a kids film in Tour, Hoppers. Hoppers.
That's yeah, that's on somewhere. I mean, that's streaming somewhere.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it's
check that
Disney.
out. I believe so. I think
Um,
Toy Story 5 is coming up. Toy Story 5, that's crazy to me. I
yeah,
remember the first Toy Story.
Toy Story 5 is coming out next month.
I
My
believe
kids
so,
are very
yeah.
excited.
Yeah. I remember the first movie. I mean, damn.
Yeah, I
Shit, we're
don't.
old.
I was four.
You were four. I don't know how old I was
Was
then.
that was it 1995? Was it?
I might have been in high school. Well,
Was
that's
it
why I'm
90?
old.
Was it 95 when it came out?
I'm not gonna look because if I look, I'm gonna get depressed.
Somewhere
Uh,
in and around that.
yeah, somewhere
Uh,
in.
I don't know.
We don't talk about 95, Greg.
Did you did you see the Mummy yet?
Oh, I heard that was good too. But like again, there's stuff like Mortal Kombat 2 we were talking about. I want to see stuff to like leave my brain at the door and have fun. I
Well,
heard the Mummy was actually pretty good because it was treated as like a horror movie, not a mummy movie, not a monster
yeah,
movie.
and that's why it didn't get well received. I heard, and
Oh,
I've read
really?
a lot of reviews. People being like, "Oh, but it's not a Mummy movie." No, it's exactly what a Mummy movie should be.
Yeah, it's
Like,
it's like
don't
a
get me wrong,
take.
I love the Brendan Fraser ones. I think they're brilliant,
They're
right?
funny, they're cute,
But
they're adventures.
if if that came out today, right, they get slaughtered for not being uh true to a Mummy film.
Oh yeah, right. Like, well, this is not the right
Uh,
lore, and yeah, okay, all right, fine, calm down, take it
uh,
easy. Go
yeah,
have a
but
taco and shut up.
this one was brilliant. My missus hated it. Uh,
That sucks.
yeah,
But I like it. There's a
uh,
pair of titties in it. I don't know if there is, but
there is not. There were 2.5 hours of pure atmospheric horror, the way it should have been done.
but no tits. I can't watch that.
Yeah, no
Wait,
titties.
this thing isn't on, isn't it? Wait, hold on.
Mm.
He's sexist. Yeah, maybe I am, girly girl. I don't know. I've been injured, like I told Greg earlier. Like I've suffered some injuries with my ankle and my right bicep, so maybe I'm a little bit cranky. All right.
We
So
don't
I
we
go,
don't
huh?
question how he got them injuries, but
You're not gonna find out. So like, after I watching the back rooms YouTube stuff, and I'm like, what the hell is it? I'm like, all right, I gotta redeem myself and watch a real movie. So on the free streaming channels, Poltergeist 1 and 2 and 3 were on. So I had a marathon. I'm like, yes. So Poltergeist 1, masterpiece. 2 and 3. I
not
feel
good.
like if they could combine the two of those movies, we would have a great sequel. Because I have
Mm,
questions about both.
I
But I
don't know.
think
I
it's
don't
it's
even know if I've
budget
seen three.
and I'm sorry?
I don't even know if I've seen three.
You've never seen 3? It's like one of the worst movies ever made.
Yeah. You know what? I say that now, right? And I could put it on and I'd be sitting there watching it. And I was like, oh, I have seen this.
Yeah. It's unfortunately it's the last film that Heather O'Rourke did because she passed away during it. So it's kind of ghoulish because you could see in her face that she had a bowel obstruction, and you could see her face getting all heavy and fat because of the cortisone and all the drugs to try to keep her alive. And it's kind of we gotta you gotta watch it. We gotta come back and discuss it because it's I could do a whole podcast on Poltergeist 3 because you go they had something by taking it from the house to a high rise. But I mean, because sequels in the 80s were like this. Well, we have to take the same bad guy that we had in the original movies and insert it into the new sequel, or no one's gonna watch it, which I think is not true. I think if they had another bad guy besides, the guy Reverend Kane, who was only in the second movie, I think it would have been great. But I mean, like Deep Blue Sea with the sharks. If there wasn't a shark and it was like a monster running around, I think it made more money and it made it a little bigger. But the sharks are turning on ovens and stuff. It was really ridiculous. So I don't know.
You
But then
you
again,
take that back right now. Deep Blue Sea is a masterpiece. It is the second best shark film ever made by a country mile.
the second, well,
And
yeah.
Rennie Harlan deserves every credit in the world ever.
What is the second best shark movie? That's a good question.
Deep Blue Sea.
You actually may be right.
I am right.
I just watched Jaws 2 maybe last year, and I
It's
go,
so bad. It's
there's a
so
scene.
bad.
Well, you don't like the scene where the lady like she gets scared of the shark, she pours gas on herself and lights herself on
No.
fire. You don't like that? That's
Kind of
that's a
blows
giggle
the
fest
boat
for
up.
me.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
atrocious.
that's like, huh? Even the shark was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Is that
The shark
gas
stops.
leaking? Oh, it's so
Lady,
bad.
lady, calm down. Like, don't
It
blow up the
pulls,
boat.
it pulls the helicopter under the water. Oh my
That's a cool
god.
scene, but like, it doesn't make any sense because he eats a helicopter. But then in the
Yeah,
fourth movie, he eats a plane. So
yeah, he does. And it's the shark, it's Bruce's cousin that's hunting the family down in the
yeah, it's
Caribbean, isn't it?
Bob. Is it
Oh,
Bob or Bill or whatever? Bill the shark.
oh good God.
I
Like
have
my
these debates all the time. I'm like, is Jaws 4 better than Jaws 3 and 2?
no,
I could sit there and I could have a dissertation about it. I'll tell you
no.
why. Hold up. Wait a minute. Jaws 4 is only 90 minutes. So that actually wins that wins a good case that it's entertaining you for at least 90. Jaws 3 is almost 2 hours and change, and it's so fucking boring. Yeah, I said it.
Is
And Jaws
it?
2 is just so silly. Yeah. You go watch Jaws 3. In fact, I was in London with my buddy Ewan Kent, who was actually a producer of from Our Releasing, and we were in a DVD shop somewhere. Don't ask me what street. And he was like, "Oh yeah, they have a steel book of Jaws 3D." I go, "Ewan, friends don't let other friends buy steel books of Jaws 3D. You put that right back."
Jaws 3D is 1 hour and 39 minutes.
Oh, that must be the different. Maybe there's different cuts. I don't know, but it's still like it feels like 3 hours. I'll tell you that.
It, it has a massive rating on Rotten Tomatoes of 10%.
That's too much, I think.
What's
At least
Jaws?
Jaws 4, I'm giggling at. I'm
What's
laughing at that
Jaws
silliness.
4? Jaws 4 has a 2% rating.
Listen, it's one of those movies where you're like, you know what? I hurt my ankle. I need to laugh. Let me shove that on,
Jaws,
and that makes
Jaws
me happy.
2, Jaws 2, 56%.
Well, because I mean, like this, another movie where I think that if they would have just stuck with the kids going sailing and getting attacked, it would have been a much better movie. But no,
Probably, yeah.
we gotta put Roy Scheider in there. We gotta like shoehorn that kind of stuff. It's like the typical sequel where, like I was saying, like, well, we need to get the original people involved. We gotta shoehorn them in
It's
instead of just doing something different.
the problem is like the odds on one family being attacked by a shark on multiple occasions.
It's
Do you know what I mean?
hilarious.
3 times out of 4 movies, it's that family.
It's like Die Hard for sharks.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
How's this shit keep happening to us?
Would you like to hazard a guess as to what Deep Blue Sea's rating is?
On Rotten Tomatoes, probably high, maybe 40%, 50,
No, higher.
60.
60 on the nose.
Wow.
So it's
It's
right. It's rated higher than Jaws 2.
okay. There is an excellent, like Jaws 2. I like the scene with the helicopter. I think that was shot well. The best scene in that movie is when Stellan Skarsgård's in the mouth of the shark and
Oh,
it's
he
coming through
fires
the
it out the window.
glass. Yeah, what Jaws 3D should have did. And they shoved it in there and it cracks. Supposedly that set malfunctioned and they only could take one take of that. And the water like tripped early. So when they're running for real, that's them getting the fuck out of that tank. And that was the take they used with the 7 cameras running or something like, oh shit, we gotta go. So like, Sam Jackson, Michael Rappaport, I don't remember, Thomas James, they're running their ass out of there. In fact, I'm gonna see Thomas James soon. Maybe I'll ask him about that. But
Ask him about the drinking game that comes with Deep Blue Sea as to you drink every time he falls over.
are you serious? There's a drinking game?
Well, it's someone made it up. You drink every time he falls over in the movie. It's like 8 or 9 times in the movie he falls
He
over.
does? Oh, I gotta check that out. All right, I'll ask him. I mean, I think he's a little cranky though. I heard. I don't want to piss that guy. He was the original Punisher. I don't want to piss him off.
He was. Well, no, Dolph was the original Punisher.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Dolph Lundgren. Dolph Lundgren
Yeah.
was
Thomas Jane
actually
was
was
a good. Thomas Jane was a good Punisher though.
Thomas Shane was good. It's, again, another movie where I wish they would have made better movie of that. But he
Yeah.
was good for like a minute or two. But what is the best Thomas Jane movie? Now I'm thinking.
Deep Blue Sea.
It's the
Tell
Deep Blue
me,
Sea podcast. Welcome to the Deep Blue Sea podcast.
like,
Uh,
The Mist was very good for
oh yeah,
for
right. He was in
for
that.
what it was.
He was
Uh,
in. He was in Boogie Nights originally. I think that was his first. No, maybe not his first movie, but he was. He,
oh, actually, do you
he,
know what he's in? I couldn't remember. He was in Dreamcatcher.
oh my God! I just saw that maybe like last year, and I haven't seen that in years. I'm like, how the hell did that get made? You're like shit
Oh,
weasels that are attacking people. You said it
oh,
sounds good, but like you have an all-star cast with that one.
actually, do you know what's another good movie that he's in? I'm just on his IMDb here. Into the Grizzly Maze.
What's that?
Uh, they go into this thing and they get attacked by grizzly bears.
Oh, I gotta see that. Wait a minute. Then
Yeah,
that's now you're talking.
yeah,
Does he like fist
so
fight them? That'd be cool.
yeah, it's so good. What else? Jeez, he's got a good old run of films.
Yeah, well, he went to television with Showtime, I think,
Oh,
with a show called Hung, I believe.
he,
And
he was he was on in the. So I'll give you a funny one, right? So I was watching a movie here one day, waiting for my wife to come home from work, right? And she comes in, and I'm watching a Nick Cage movie called The USS Indianapolis,
oh, okay, yeah, I haven't
right?
seen
So
it.
you obviously know what it is, though.
Yes, I've seen the advertisement. I know what it's about because I've seen Jaws.
Yeah, right. So now that you mentioned Jaws, right? So I'm sitting there watching the USS Indianapolis, and she comes in, she starts talking to me. So I pause it, and she's like, "What are you watching?" And I says, "I'm watching the USS Indianapolis," right? And she turned around and goes, "What's it about?" And I was like, "This is my moment. This is my moment." Quoted the whole USS Indianapolis speech, and she's like, "What?" And I was like,
Delivered the bomb. The
"Yeah, just came back from the island
Hiroshima
of Tinian.
bomb.
Yeah, delivered was it? Came back from the island of Tinian Delay. Just delivered the bomb, chief."
It was bit in half below the waist, chief.
But yeah,
She's like, "What are you talking about?"
June the 29th, 1945, even though it's actually July the 29th, 1945, is what it should have been.
Yeah,
But
you're right. That's a problem.
he was he was hammered and they just went with it. But I riddled off the whole speech and she's like, what even is that? And I was like, it's a speech from Jaws. And she's like, do you just know that off the top of your head? And I was like, yep.
Did you vacuum the living room before you rattled off your speech from Jaws? That's what I want to know. Did you just...
Oh,
No, honey, I didn't.
I just rattled it. I was so happy sitting there at the end of it. I was like, what a time, what a time.
A lot younger than Mr. Hooper.
Yeah,
I just
Why can't I steer the boat? Because Hooper drives the boat, Chief.
Spielberg
But
was talking about that recently with the Robert Shaw's death scene, and someone asked him like, "So Robert Shaw's death scene, he was cool with getting eaten." And like, well, the stunt doubles had to go in first to show him that the Bruce the shark wouldn't go down all the way, like the mechanical jaws, and then he said, "Fuck it, I'll go in it." That's a lot of trust, especially from something that's not gonna, that hasn't been working. So
and has malfunctioned on multiple
yeah,
occasions.
he must
Uh,
have been hammered. You're right. He must have been smashed, and that's fun.
but
That scene's so brutal. I love
I
it.
watched. So my son wanted to watch Jaws for like months and months, and I refused it. So there was a lot of circumstances that happened in the build up to it where he was playing a game and he had the Jaws poster, and I brought him to the cinema and I told him we're going to see Jaws, and it was messing. And, right, so he bounces around when he's watching films. He can't sit easy. He's got ADHD and autism, right? So he bounces
All
around the
right.
film, right? And one Saturday evening at like 8 o'clock, I says to him, I says, "Joe, what? We're going to sit and watch Jaws, right?" Because I wanted to watch it anyway.
Yeah.
So I says, "Oh, Joe, what?" I says, "My missus convinced me to let him watch it, right?" And
Right. In the cinema or in at
no,
home?
no, at home, at home.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
The cinema wouldn't let him in, I wouldn't think. But
Oh, he's young. You said, yeah.
I would have loved. He's only 9. I would have loved to have seen it in the
Oh,
cinema
okay.
actually. Right, so we're sitting there, 2 hours and 9 minutes of that movie. He did not move off that sofa. He was glued to the screen, right? And so the build up to the Indianapolis speech happens. Then one of my favorite scenes in the whole film happens where, do you know when Bruce hits the boat right after it,
Oh God, yeah, yeah.
and he walks
Oh, yeah.
into the gully, and he's taking out. You see him just staring at the two life jackets.
Yeah, Greta life jackets. Yeah.
Something so simple, but because he says it in the speech, he's like, "I'll never put on a life jacket again, Chief."
I never put on a life jacket again. Now you
Yeah,
got me doing it.
but it's just something so simple, right? And then Finn's sitting there and he's watching it, and he's like, "So only 6 people have died in this film, or 7 people." And I was like, "Yeah, it's about right." And I'm sitting there, knowing full well what was coming, right? So he's sitting with the blanket on him like this, right? And I'm sitting with my phone videoing him without him looking. And it's the scene when Quint gets eaten. And he got so angry with me. He was like, "Why didn't he tell me he was gonna die?" And I was like,
It's a movie.
why would I ruin the film for you? He's
Yeah.
like, "Stupid. Why did he have to die?" And I was like, "It's fine." And then he's like, "Can we watch Jaws 2?" And I was like, "No."
You're not gonna have the same effect with that one,
No. But
Yeah.
for for the full film, he sat there and he watched it. Didn't move.
See, now you got to show him like Jaws 4. When Lorraine Gary's like the hero, and you're like, he's got to like, if he's mad about you for that, I mean, he's got to be, he gotta be like, what is this? My Mario Van Peebles and going, they don't like the duck meat, man.
Systemic hatred of life. No,
Listen, it's shot in a
I
bomb.
was trying to get him to watch Deep Blue Sea one day, and he just wasn't having it.
That's more. Is it bloody? I don't remember if it's that bloody. I mean,
It's
wait. There's one scene I think that's pretty bloody. I
Samuel
remember.
L. getting eaten, bit in half.
Wasn't one of the researchers gets bit by the leg and gets pulled up a
Yeah,
shaft or something? Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
The shark comes
That,
up as if it's going to jump. Yeah, but
yes, yes, yes,
there's
yes.
not real much blood. It's just
Right.
it's just so good. But like
It's
I've been slowly dipping him into horror and letting him watch certain things, but I'm trying to cherry pick what he's watching because I don't
yeah.
want him watching that and it has sex or nudity in it. Not yet, anyway. It's not a
Oh, so
conversation. It's not a conversation I want to have with him at 10, nearly 10. Do you know what I mean?
well, movies like that are like popcorn movies, which
Yeah.
like Deep Blue Sea, like a monster movie, like Anaconda, Jaws, like some fun stuff, yeah, where it's silly. It's
I
just
tried
silly
him with
enough.
I tried him with Eight-Legged Freaks and it just wasn't
Hey, like a
happening.
freak.
Just didn't happen.
Arachnophobia, like that was old. I don't know if you saw that. That
That's
was
a good one. Yeah, it's a good one.
yeah.
But
Uh,
yeah, I got no luck. I got as far as them walking into the mill when you see the shadow of the spider, and he's like, "This is crap." And I was
yeah,
like,
well.
"You take that back right now."
Wait, Eight-Legged Freaks?
Yeah, I love Eight-Legged
I,
Freak. It's
I haven't seen
hilarious.
that in years. I
I
haven't seen
went
that in
to see it
years.
in cinema in 2002. I was
Oh
11.
wow. David Arquette.
David Arquette, yeah, Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, when she was young, yeah.
Yeah,
I was at a convention recently, and like David Arquette, I see David Arquette all the time, and like I just walk past him, like, hey David, and I say, hey buddy, what's up? And we 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 like fisted each other and like, fisted each other. We give a high five to each other. We fisted each other. Wow, Carl. Yeah, we did that
that,
too.
that's the tagline for this film when I put it out.
We fisted each other. Yay.
David Arquette fists man.
Yes.
Uh,
He's a good dude. He's tired. You can just tell him he's just like I can't take it anymore.
yeah.
He's answering the same questions over and over again, probably about all
Well,
the
I mean,
movies.
I seen his panel. He was in Manchester a couple of years ago, the same year that I was saying that I missed. He was there. They got a late cancellation, so he decided to come over and do it. But like he done his Q&A on the stage, and then he got up and someone asked, could they chop him like a wrestling chop?
Why?
Because David Arquette was a wrestling world champion.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh Jesus. Yeah, that's like in the early 90s or something.
Yeah,
He was in a movie too, like a wrestling movie, if I'm
he
mistaken.
was, yeah. And
Fist
so
bump.
yeah.
David Arquette and I fist bumped. There you go. Okay, now I corrected myself. Okay.
But yeah, so on the panel at the end of it, your man comes up and David Arquette chops him, right?
Okay, all right. Yeah.
And then David Arquette strips off his top and goes, "Now you can chop me." Uh,
Like,
and
you're
he took it
like
like
what
a
kind of
champ.
convention is this?
Not the kind you want to be chopped by David Arquette anyway. I can tell you that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Poor David. He seemed very tired when I saw him.
Actually, just thinking about it now, I'm still going. I still have Thomas Jane's IMDb open. His best movie is Face Off.
He's in Face Off?
Apparently,
I don't recall in Face Off.
I
That's it.
don't
Wait, you're
either.
talking about Nicolas Cage and Josh Brolin?
Yeah, he plays a guy called Burke Hicks.
Oh, must have been one of his first movies. I
That'd
don't
be
recall.
the best movie in the run.
Yeah, it must have probably the most successful, I bet. Because that made a lot of money, that movie.
He was also in Crow's City of Angels, but we won't talk about that one either.
I don't even remember seeing that. I remember the original, of course, but the sequel, I don't.
Which
There's
one's
a few sequels, if I'm not mistaken, right? And there wasn't there a
true?
remake? Am I out of my mind with this? There was a
Yeah,
remake.
Bill Skarsgård did it a couple years
Bill
ago.
Skarsgård, yeah. I mean, that came and went, I bet, right? Like
Uh,
nobody knows about that.
it did. No, it did all right. It got ripped because of the name. Like if it wasn't the name that they used, if it wasn't the Eric Draven and Shelley name, it might have done
Right.
better. Where it's using just a different Crow character from a different book.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I don't know why people want to do the fan service when sometimes it's just easier just to do something simple, like something original or something from another, like you
Well,
said, from another
I'll
book.
tell you something, right? Cody Falk. I think you've worked with Cody before, haven't you?
Sounds familiar.
He's after directing a fan film of The Crow.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's called Days of Sodom. It's on it's on YouTube. It's so fucking good.
Isn't
It's
it?
the second best one in the franchise.
It's just funny. Like we are just talking about this sometimes out of nowhere, where like you'll have no budget movies, fan made movies of like Michael Myers, for example. Like there's a billion Halloween fan made things, and they're really good.
Yeah.
Sometimes better than the actual theatrical movies. And I go, there is no excuse for this at all.
There was a former guest on the show, Amber Brooke, was in the Days of Sodom.
Oh, cool. Okay. Sounds
Uh,
good.
she's done a couple of fan films. She's done a Friday the 13th fan film as well. Days of Vengeance 2.
That's the other thing. I mean, not that I'm really I'm clamoring for one, but like I know it was like Platinum Dunes or Dimension, well, not Dimension, Platinum Dunes. The remakes of both Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th got wrapped up into like tons of stuff. I think it's kind of overdue for another Friday the 13th, you know?
2009, that was.
Yeah. Maybe not Friday the 13th. I think we're kind of done with Friday, to be
The
honest.
remake of Friday the 13th wasn't bad. I just didn't like
No, no.
the tunnels and
It was like another sequel. I mean, like it's something I wouldn't put on again, you know?
oh no, it's fun to what it is. Like
Right.
now the Nightmare on Elm Street I'd never put on ever
Yeah,
again.
there's some aspects to the story that they added into it that just doesn't make it's not fun. to talk about him being a pedophile. You know, it just
Yeah.
that just like
Like
record stop. Like wait,
I
what?
get, I really enjoyed the first half an hour of that film where they were trying to go their own way, and
Yes.
they were trying to do it, and then it just kind of got stuck in the mud and fell apart. As you said, I know the original one they never say it. Now they hint at it that like
Yeah.
obviously he's a child murderer and that's fine. They maybe hint at the other thing, but they never say it. But this one just went straight out and went bang.
Yeah, and it kind of decreases the fun factor a little bit,
Yeah.
when like
You don't want to root for the killer now all of a sudden.
no, it's like, oh no, we don't want to do that. That's not
Yeah.
good. And I mean, Jackie Earl Haley played a pedophile in a movie a year before, or a couple years before, called Little Children with Kate Winslet and Patrick Wilson,
Oh,
and he got nominated for an Oscar. I think it's like 2006 or something. That's actually a pretty good movie. They don't show any pedophilia, but like he's in the neighborhood, and I don't want to ruin that movie, but like it's a great performance, and he's a great actor too. And
he is a very, very good actor. Like when that got cast, I was really happy with it. I was like,
me
that's
too.
a good pick. That's a very good pick. I probably would have went Kevin Bacon myself,
Yeah, that would have been a good idea
but
too.
I was all for it. And then I seen the look, and I was like, that looks awful. I was like,
Yeah,
it's like they had a good budget at the start, and as the movie went on, the effects got worse and worse.
it feels like with the Nightmare on Elm Street that they had issues during production. It just you could sense it. I mean, you
Uh,
could just tell like there was probably story rewrites and stuff, but they kept the pedophile in, so figure that
like
one out.
to be honest with you, like the cast in it should have made it better. Like Kyle Gallner's
Yeah.
so good, Rooney Mara's amazing. That's the worst
Yes.
performance of her career.
Yeah, I will say that,
Uh,
and she's amazing. That
yeah,
Rooney is it Rooney Mara? I'd say it.
Rooney Mara. Yeah,
Rooney Mara. She's
Clancy
good.
Brown. Clancy Brown probably saved the movie a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall it was atrocious. You know what's worse? I went to see that in the cinema opening day, nighttime screening, last screening of the day. Right, obviously,
Right.
Nightmare on Elm Street, my favorite horror film of all time. I was like, yep, sound sold in there, back seat booked, grand. Went to see it, watched it, came out, didn't know how I felt. Right, so
Yeah.
I was like, I probably need to see that again, just to see. So I was
Right.
down at the cinema the next morning.
Really?
Yeah, I had to figure it out. I was like, I've never seen a film where it's really bothered me if I liked it or not. But obviously,
Yeah.
my feeling towards the original one, I was like, okay. So went back down to the cinema. Now, lucky enough, the girl that I lived with at the time in college worked in the cinema, so I got in for free.
There you go. Okay.
But went to see it the next morning again, and I walked out and I was like, that is dog shit. Dog shit.
Did you like the micro dreams part of it though? Like
No,
it? No, not at all. Huh?
they've done that already. Do you know what I mean? It's not something we hadn't
Yeah.
seen. They've done it in
Yeah.
number 5 when she's pregnant because the baby's napping.
Yeah. You're right. Good point.
Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Fuck that movie.
Yeah. And
Fuck
then
that movie.
I've actually watched it once since 2010 just to see if my feelings changed, and it got worse.
Isn't it bad when you go back? You're like, well, let me check this. Ooh, oh God. Yeah, I've done that a few times with movies from the 90s. Like, no, I was right the first time.
No, like there's certain movies in the 90s that I liked. So I used to love, I don't know if you've ever seen Freddy Got Fingered.
I I was like the defender of that because I went in there, didn't know anything about Tom Green for real, and I was laughing my balls off. I'm like, who is this guy? And then everyone's like, this is the worst movie of the year. We're gonna give it Razzies, and I'm like, I laughed.
I loved it when I was younger. I rewatched it again probably about 7 or 8 years ago, and I sat down and I was like, this is atrocious.
Well, that's the thing with comedies. Like you go back and you're like, some of them work, some of them don't. I mean, some of them aged well, some of them didn't age well. Like even Jim Carrey saying with some of his earlier stuff, he's like, yeah, I mean, it worked for the time, but like he's like, I wouldn't do that now.
Yeah.
So
But you
yeah,
won't get away with doing it now, though. That's the difference.
yeah, that's the thing.
I watched something about Mary uh,
Yeah.
yesterday, and I'm like, I completely forgot that Matt Dillon, like he's like, just when he's talking to her, and he's like, oh, well, I work with fucking
Goofy
Slogan.
bastards.
We keep we keep him locked in a cage. His name is Mongo.
Yeah, they're a bunch of goofy bastards.
Uh,
I'm
yeah,
sorry, I still laugh at that. I'm inappropriate, so kill me. But it's sometimes you gotta laugh at stupid shit. How about
like
that?
it was like them kind of comedies were brilliant, and I love them, and I love
Yeah,
all of Jim Carrey's old stuff.
right.
I mean, and I'll continue to love it. But when you look at those kind of films now, you're like, well, you're not getting away with that now.
No, no,
Like
no.
if you look back,
Especially,
even obviously it quite ties in because Scary Movie released this week. Scary Movie 6.
yeah, scary movies. I want to see that pretty bad because I like those movies.
Yeah, and it's great to see the Waynes back doing it.
Yes.
Um, but like when you look at the original one of them, do you remember they had like the transvestite teacher called Miss Man? And you're
How about
like,
how about part two when James Wood was like raping Reagan, in the bed? He just starts fucking her.
uh, well, yeah, it's your mother's in here with me. Mom, can you get out of there?
Oh my God. But
Yeah,
see, like I'm laughing because I'm sorry. I don't get, well, this is I mean, they had a whole controversy about the trailer for the Scary Movie 6, and Wayne's brother's like, good. I'm glad you're insulted. Good.
yeah,
I'm
where
like, yeah.
he's insulting the I don't even know I don't even know how to describe whatever.
Uh, Gen Z, that's who he's describing. Whatever the
Uh,
fuck I mean, just calm down with yourself. I mean, really.
oh, we wanted
I,
cancelled because he was slagging they them and things. I was like, if you're getting offended over that, I wouldn't go and see this movie because I have a feeling you're going to get very angry very quickly.
that movie's gonna be the biggest hit of the summer. I'll tell you
Uh,
that.
so it didn't it
I
didn't
mean,
start well in the ratings though. It's only at 25%.
well, just it opened over there today for you. I think. Oh,
Uh,
it gets worldwide, so I think it opened up today as well. What day is
uh,
it?
20 25% is what it's on Rotten Tomatoes now at the minute. Not that that means anything, but
Well, comedies are always hard, like to get like. What's the last comedy recently that was huge? And I can't even in the States. Maybe it was like Crazy Rich Asians, which was 2018. But
that
like,
was brilliant. That was brilliant.
it, that was a good movie. Yes.
Cock blockers was another big one.
Cock blockers. Okay, I'm trying to think of that made over 100 million though. Trying to think of what. I mean, like Deadpool and Wolverine was kind of a comedy, but like that's a superhero movie, so
Yeah, that didn't count.
yeah. But it was really more of a comedy than anything. I'm kind of marveled and superheroed out, to be honest. Remember
Actually, do you know what's another good one that seemed to do well? That them vacation friends,
Vacation?
friends.
What do you mean?
John Cena's in it, and
Oh, John Cena. Yeah, he was in Licky. Oh my God, Nikki's to Nicky, which was pretty funny. You can find that on streaming.
I
That was
watched
really
that the day it
funny.
came out. I thought that was very funny. Yeah.
That was very funny. Surprisingly, I'm like, oh, it's the wrestler. It's John Cena. That was pretty good.
No, I'll
I
tell you
like.
what, his comedy is spot on.
Yeah, he's great. I love John Cena. I love it's when we were kids. Well, maybe me, but no. When a wrestler or like a sports figure was in a movie, it was like a unicorn. It was like, what is this? Why is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar he's playing a pilot, or why is Hulk Hogan in this movie? And you're like, this is crazy. Now it's
Why is
like it's
Hulk Hogan and Nanny?
Mr. Nanny or Rocky 3, and then you're like, now it's weird if you don't see The Rock or Batista or John Cena anymore. You're like, that's weird. Why isn't The Rock in this movie?
The
Figure
Rock is
that
in
one out.
every movie. So I'm just looking at cock blockers here, right? Cock blockers made
That's a sequel to I Fisted David Arquette. I'm just curious.
it, it is,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Made just under 100 million at
That's good.
94 million of a
That's
21
good.
million budget.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I think Scary Movie will slowly grow because people remember that.
Oh, well,
And
scary movies opened big already. It's just the
yeah.
ratings haven't been.
Oh, please. That's like I'm so offended, and just you haven't
That's
seen it
the
yet,
whole
pal.
point.
Yeah, but that's the whole point. Is right. Yeah, it's to piss you off. That's the whole point. I love it.
So, Cal, after being sidetracked by every other movie ever, right?
Oh,
Um,
we got to talk about me now.
yeah. I will go back to you, right? So, how many films do you reckon you have coming out this year?
This year. Well, The Suffering we still have to film, and I doubt that will be released until maybe 2027. I'm guessing we got Amityville Shark House and probably my movie Mocha Dick. which will probably be like a Christmas release or around there somewhere.
And if you
But
don't send that to me, I'm gonna come and find you.
for what? Okay, what are you, Rambo? What do you mean?
I'm worse than Rambo.
I'm coming for you. No, you'll. I will text you immediately when my movies come out.
Rambo's at least 80.
Another movie that probably wouldn't age well. It probably didn't age well. The part two, or whatever. But I
Yeah.
mean, listen,
I like
I'm a kid from the '80s, so that's like my head was like I live. No matter how bad the movie is, I'll watch it again because it's from the '80s. You know?
absolutely.
Yeah. So, but thank you again for having me on your show.
Absolutely. It's been a great chat. It's been a while since you've been on. I know I know we've stayed in contact, but um we haven't
It's been a wild ride. It's
oh,
been crazy.
oh,
But yeah, we definitely got to do this again. We
oh,
definitely got to do this again.
you're trying to catch up to DJK
Yeah, I mean,
And Cheney.
I mean,
They're the,
get a room with Cheney, by the way.
they're they're
Everything.
they're the record holders.
Well, they're in actually. He came out. Cheney came out with a new movie. I don't know what's. I really don't know what's called, but I mean, he just.
Did
I don't
he
know. It's
know?
like
Oh, Watchdog,
uh
is it?
maybe that was it.
I seen that.
And yeah, I text him occasionally, and I'm like, good trailer and everything, and he's like, well, where have you been? Yeah, we just
Are
we
you alive?
friends each other. Are you like,
um,
I'm another person I got to say hello, Cheney, if you're watching this. I should text him later, but no, he's a good dude.
uh,
It's when we were in Florida, we got to see one of the cast members from Mutilator 2. Her name is Gabriella Mead, and she was in she plays Ryan James's love interest. And it was like seeing a long lost cousin. You're like, oh hey, I mean, it's like we all loved each other. I will say it. The cast and I'll say the crew majority got along great. And I have the Mutilator 2 hat, and that film prominently in my
no,
heart.
I should have worn my one.
It's okay. Or
I still have my one. I was wearing it the
yeah.
other day.
Or were you? Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, I gave Greg a ton of swag, didn't I? I gave you tons of stuff.
you didn't send me the hat. Buddy Cooper sent me the hat. You
Okay,
sent
but
me
I
the
sent you.
signed poster.
Yeah, I sent you. Oh my God! Now we're like placing inventory. I mean, yeah, I get you a lot, tons of shit. I'll give you more shit. I'll find it. I'll find more stuff for you
Yeah.
because I'm actually seeing Buddy. We're probably in Asheboro, North Carolina. We may be doing a screening of Mutilator 2 with Ryan James's film Cannibal Comedian, which Cannibal Comedian, free plug for them, is available on every stream. I think Ryan's in it, but he produced it as well, and that's a
Ryan is in it.
very.
I had Sean on the show who
Oh yeah,
directed
sure.
it.
Oh good, yeah, great
Yeah.
guy. Sean Hayes is a great guy.
Yeah. Wasn't overly my kind of film.
Yeah,
I
it's like a
did
kind of Hummer comedy.
I watched it, I liked it, but I wasn't in love with it. So that kind of way.
Right. No, I got
But
you. Yeah.
I can see why it's getting the rave reviews it's getting.
Yeah. They want
Yeah.
to do a sequel, I believe,
And I'll watch it.
and I'll watch it. I want to be in it. So I'm friendly with Sean. Hey,
So,
Sean, I'll wash
Sean,
your car.
Carl wants to Carl wants in.
I'll wash your car. No, I will not fist you. I would fist bump you.
That's, I'm gonna cut that clip now and put it on. I'm gonna put it everywhere. I'm gonna tag David Arquette in it until he answers.
See, at least I'm honest. At least I'm honest. And I go, you know what? I fucked up, but it's funny. So let's leave it in. So it's, yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta take that out. I fisted David Arquette.
Yeah.
He would even be like, what? You did?
That happened. The 90s was a long time ago.
He's in a movie that's like totally, really obscure. Did you ever see Ravenous?
Yep.
It's fucking nuts.
Amazing movie.
It's got oh good, yeah. It's got Guy Pearce. It's directed by a woman. It's got tons of actors in it,
Yeah.
like tons.
It's got
Jeffrey Jones.
he's a PD.
Yeah, true.
He's-
Sean Spencer, the
it's
blonde guy. I can't think of his
fucking
name right now.
what is his name?
You know what I'm
Robert
talking
Carlyle.
about too. Robert Carlyle. Yeah, he's the bad guy in it.
Oh my god, he's so good in that film.
That's a movie that tanked, but it should be seen by everybody. It is a
It
great
tanked
movie.
because it like we actually one of my first ever episodes on this show, myself and Carl were talking about this about Ravenous. It seemed to fall through the cracks of a lot bigger movies in the 1999 period, like The Matrix, and I think Denzel's Fallen had come out
In the same month, you mean?
in and around that period, so it just kind of fell.
It was just a weird movie to market, but like I
But
would have loved to see it.
Damien Albarn from Blur done the soundtrack to it.
Yeah, it was an amazing soundtrack as well, and had Jonathan Davies. He's in it too.
Carl
There's
King will
tons.
be so proud of me remembering that Damien Albarn done the soundtrack.
Well, you guys should, high five each other, not fist each other. I can't believe I said that.
Yep, on live TV.
Yeah, this is why I can't go on your show because I say shit like that.
This is why we can't take you nice places.
I can't take it. Listen, I'm on muscle relaxers and painkillers. All right, so I'm saying that I'm fisting celebrities.
At least it was a male, and you won't be done for anything.
I fist bumped him. I bumped into him. Oh my god! Wow.
But I'm looking forward to seeing a couple of the movies now when they come out this year. I've seen a couple that you've been in. Obviously, I've seen Mutilator 2. I've seen The Blackest Darkness.
Oh yeah, and you had
Mike.
Mike.
Yeah.
Mike Acosta on. Yes.
Mike's a good guy. He's a really good guy.
He's a good dude. Yeah, he's shooting, I believe, a web series now. I gotta talk to him. I haven't talked to him in a while. And I'm doing.
He was in that one too, wasn't he?
I believe so. I don't think it's out yet, or I haven't seen it.
I'm doing a lot of Blackest Darkness.
Black. Yes, he played the clown, and we were all like, "Yeah, you stay away from us."
Dan Rogan.
You're the guy. You're the guy who you're the guy who fists people apparently. Mike's a great guy. No, he's a good dude.
He is. Yeah, I had a really good conversation with him when he was on the show as well.
Yeah, I think I remember that. Yeah,
he's a good guy.
Yes. I've been doing a lot of stage work here in North Carolina, so I'm keeping myself like busy. And short films. My short films are okay, fine. Are sometimes better than some of my features, except some of the stuff I just mentioned, like Mutilator 2 and Blackest Darkness, I like, and Abigail Shark House, I do like. But I mean, as an actor, for me to keep myself, being actory and get paid a little bit, like I, do some stage work, and I can pat myself on the back and say that, yeah, I am an all-rounded actor from theater, film, and voiceover.
Are you do you do anything with Ruth Martinez? She does stage stuff now, doesn't she?
She's actually, her and I are kind of far apart from each other in North Carolina, but like we see each other a lot. And actually, okay, this is sad. So you probably heard about Mr. Jack Chatham, correct?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace. So her and I and Bill Hancock went to and Buddy Cooper went to the wake, and we said said our goodbyes and everything. It was just, I didn't know the man, I didn't meet him, but I felt like out of respect I should go.
Was he 97 or something, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was very old. And some of the family were like, "Oh, he was in a movie, and should we watch it?" It's like, I think you maybe not want to see your great grandfather in this film, but I mean, but take it from us and around the world, he's very much missed, and he was very much respected. So, yeah, it was sad. It was pretty sad.
I seen it pop up, and I'd actually seen it before. I think Ruth put it up, but I'd seen it just beforehand on one of the horror pages. Literally seconds beforehand, I was like, "Oh damn!" Because I was gonna send it to you. Just obviously, you would have found out anyway, or probably known. But I was like, "Oh," and then I started saying Bill and Ruth put it up, and then Buddy put it up, and then Ryan I think shared one out, and there was a lot of the family, the Mutilator family, put it up.
I wish I would have met him when he was alive. It was one of those things where I'm like, he's old. I should get down there and meet the man. And his legacy was he was a local sports coach at a college. He was a basketball coach, baseball, I believe, track, and he coached a NBA player named Bob McAdoo, who was also at the wake. And Bob McAdoo played for the Los Angeles Lakers and won all sorts of championships and everything. So his legacy is definitely sports coaching, but the guy had dual legacies with being one of the most scariest, bad guys in a movie.
Good old Big Ed.
He was just terrifying. But like, as Ruth said, like the guy was the sweetest guy on the planet. So, rest in peace, Mr. Jack Chatham. I guess that's maybe where we should end on that.
I think Jack. So. Yeah, so then, right, I got to do what I have to do, right? I do it to every single person. You've got a few questions now. We got to go hard yards now. These are championship round questions. right?
Okay. Okay. All right, I'm ready.
Top five horror films.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh,
Okay, what
championship rounds, baby. Championship rounds.
top five good one? Oh, top five of my
Your top
define
five.
it. Oh my God, top five. All right. I guess shit. I guess Alien, The Shining, I guess Jaws, Poltergeist, I just said. Shit. It's coming. I guess maybe 1978 Invaders of the Body Snatchers. I saw that recently. That was really scary.
Right. All
Yeah.
them bar that one has been named by somebody before. So Invaders of the Body Snatchers is a first
That's
time
from
mention.
Oh, okay, good. All right. So I didn't say like the cliches and
No,
the
no,
oh yeah.
no.
And I forgot The Exorcist, but I mean you just put me on the spot. But like, yeah, let's put a new one in there. Let's put Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Nice. Right.
Okay.
Jaws or Jurassic Park?
Jaws was first.
Fair enough. That's the right answer. It is the correct answer.
Yes.
um, Dog Soldiers or American Werewolf?
Oh my God. All right. So here's my story. So I met oh my God, I met Griffin Dunn. Wow. Wow, Carl. Wow. It's the muscle lectures in my brain.
Oh
So
yeah,
I
you
go
sent me this. Remember?
So I go up to the guy, and I was nervous because I'm a big fan of Martin Scorsese's After Hours, and he's the lead in that. He's amazing in this movie. Like he's just like
I don't know if I've
it's the
seen that.
oh you got it. It's the best like well it's a good New York film noir movie where it's before they cleaned it up. It's in 1985 or something like that, and Cheech and Chong are in it. Catherine O'Hara's in it. It's Will Patton. It's amazing, and it's
Oh,
just the
it's
guy
not Will
just
Patton. I'm
wants
sold. Once Will Patton's in something, I'll watch it.
Oh, Linda Florentino. It's a guy who goes downtown to Soho to like, hang out with a girl and he can't get back to his apartment all night long. And all this crazy shit just happens to him. It's hilarious. And he's excellent in that movie. So I mentioned, I'm like, I was kind of nervous and I'm like, because of that. And I go, oh, by the way, so my buddy in Ireland, he's like, Ireland, yeah, he's doing a podcast and he always compares your film to Dog Soldiers. And he's like, what's that? And I'm like, you never heard of Dog Soldiers? So I tried to describe it to him. He's like, yeah, but our movie was first. I'm like, that's what I keep telling the guy.
But just because
So
it's first doesn't mean it's better.
and I told him that. And he's like, well, you tell that guy. I said,
So
it's like,
what you,
I beg to differ. But he was, no, he was actually really charming. He was really, really a nice guy.
so what you're telling me is
Yeah,
I
he
had
likes
a
his movie.
conversation. I had a conversation with Griffin Dunn without having a conversation with Griffin Dunn, and I'm still
That's
going to tell
right.
you wrong.
Listen,
So
he likes the movie he's in. What are you gonna say? What are you gonna do?
yeah, well, why wouldn't you?
So,
Do you know what I mean? And it's not a bad
uh,
movie. It's just not the best,
now I don't
right?
know we've had this conversation. Was it because someone will be, well, what about the Wolfman, 1940, whatever, with Lon
Ah,
Chaney? Eh,
well, now I'll tell you what. Right, man, funny that you mentioned that. When I had Bill Obrist Jr. on this show, he had a Lou Cheney fucking pin on his jacket.
oh.
Oh, I was like, it was sick. I was like, I want it. I need it.
So let me guess what he said. It's like, Wolfman. Hmm.
uh, he hadn't seen Dog Soldier, so he couldn't answer.
All right, Dog Soldier is a good movie. American Werewolf London, I prefer. How about that? Because it's American Werewolf London. So, all
Fair enough.
right, next question.
Right, last question. Top five John Carpenter movies.
God damn it, you in the top five. All right, can I do this offhand? All right, I will segue. The Fog isn't as good as I thought it was. I
The
watched it
Fog?
recently. The Fog isn't as scary as what I thought. It's kind
Have
of
you not seen it?
disappointing. The Fog, no, I've seen it a million times. I have the DVD and everything. And I just the premise and the plot, just the plot itself, it's like this whole thing is attacking five people and not like there should have been a lot more bodies, I feel, in that movie. And then they did a remake of it, which was worse. Like how did
Oh,
that happen?
so
So
bad.
Fog's out. All right, so obviously, all right, this I don't think is controversial. I think it's The Thing, number one. Then number
Okay,
two is Halloween.
okay,
All right, so now everything's gray area, sort of. Starman, because that's a
okay.
movie. It has heart. Um,
Well, you've got two choices, right? Left. And you've got to get a correct answer in here.
you're right, because I could do that. I could do either Big Trouble, because I do enjoy Big Trouble, but then where do I put Escape from New York or Prince of Darkness? Where do I do that? Ooh, shit. Because Escape from New York is it's a giant, it's a giant icon movie. But then you got Prince of Darkness, which is like the end of his no no no, it's like the second chapter of his like Apocalypse trilogy because I think In the
Yeah.
Mouth of Madness, which I'm not putting up there. All right, so I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with the more important one. God. All right, we'll do Escape from New York. Number five. Number
So
six
what
is
what what did you
oh
put in
so
number four? You
what
you,
did I
you
say?
rattled off three answers there and then just skipped over one. So you said the thing. You
The
said the
Thing,
thing.
Halloween, Starman.
Yeah.
Because no one said
Uh,
Starman.
Prince of
Uh,
Darkness.
Big Double in Little China. Not Big Trouble, Big Double.
You've been
That's probably a
watching. You've been
porn.
watching them Triple X channels again.
We got to Google that. Don't Google that. That will fuck up your thing. And I'll say Escape from New York, and then Prince of Darkness is six.
Big
You know.
Big Trouble Little China is the in fact correct answer.
Oh, good. Okay, I'm just checking because
That's
I
that's
mean,
my that's my favorite movie of all time.
oh no way. Okay, do I have a? I have a somewhere a poster of it, like a sticker somewhere in the here. Yeah. But do you So like, what's his worst one? I don't think The Fog is his worst. I don't think that, but I think I might have an answer.
The
And it's a
worst
movie I
one.
like when I liked it because even his bad movies have like a thing to it,
It's
like
funny.
you have
It's
like
funny
a gritty thing to him.
it's funny that you mentioned that. So I was actually talking about this the other day with was it with Beth? Um, no, it wasn't. It was last night. I recorded last night with Mike Pickle, director of The Dead
Good.
Place. Shout out to Mike. Um, we were talking about John Carpenter films when I gave him the question, and I said to him, I said The Ward. It was
The
John Carpenter's
Ward,
last
yeah,
film, right? And
yes,
people hate on it, and I was like, I think it's really good. I quite enjoy it. I thought you can tell it's a Carpenter film. He's gone back to his lower budget kind of
yes.
film. I honestly I couldn't tell you what his worst film is.
I'm gonna say I think it's Village of the Damned. I think because it was rushed
Oh
into
yeah.
production, and
Oh,
unfortunately, it's Christopher Reeve's last movie where he before his accident.
oh, it's so bad. Well, it's not so
Yeah,
bad, but it's so bad.
it's just not. It's not. It's like a studio interfered kind of movie, where you're
Like
like, oh, you could tell.
that maybe or Christine. There's some
Yeah,
issues with that
you,
one.
you know what? You're right because again, like he's friends with Stephen King, so Stephen King wouldn't let him change anything in the screenplay. That
Yeah.
movie, God, I hate to say this because it's got Carpenter, it's got Keith Gordon in it, and I love both of them, and Alexander Paul. That movie's boring. It is.
I don't know if it's boring. It's just not what you think it's gonna be.
Yeah, like you wait till an hour before Christine turned the lights on, like, oh, show me, and that's a great scene. But it's just
But
like
yeah,
I can see why it tanked when it came out because it's you want to see some shit going on.
to be
They're
fair, 90% of Stephen King's stories all tanked because they were all nearly made for TV movies.
Yeah, and like he has he doesn't edit himself, and everybody wants to like that's another thing we should do. Like, what's the top 10 best of his movies? And even then, you're like, well,
Big
maybe,
Trouble.
yeah, maybe. I'm sorry,
Big Trouble. Sold.
Big. No, Stephen King.
Oh, Stephen King.
I think
Uh,
maybe The Stand. Like that might
Green
be.
Mile.
He's Green Mile. Yeah, I mean, he's better
Shawshank.
when he doesn't. Isn't this weird? He's better when he doesn't do horror. It's
Shawshank.
like Shawshank Misery. Like The Shining kind of like was based on his book,
Tell you
but
what we'll
like
do, right? With that's a good topic. I'll have you back on, right? And we'll do
yes, and
the
we do
Stephen
Poltergeist
King one.
3. We got to do Poltergeist 3 because we got to
No,
do
but
something bad.
we'll do that top 10 Stephen King one, right? I'll give you a
Yeah,
couple of
man.
weeks. You go get a list. I'll go get a list.
Right.
You can tie
Yeah.
the appearance record.
I don't think we'd be fighting on that because it'd probably be like I would agree with you and you would agree with me because it's just his is very polarizing because even with his miniseries, you're like, yeah, but this could have been told like an hour and a half earlier, and then like why are we here at hour 6? It's just weird,
Totally
you
worth it.
know.
Totally worth
Exactly.
it.
Oh
But
no, no,
what
we
I'll
ain't
do
doing
is
that.
we'll close it off then for the evening. We'll come back in a couple of weeks. We'll do that Stephen King one, and we'll see how the arguments tend.
Yeah, when I was a kid, like Stephen King was like, could do no wrong, and like, oh my God, Stephen King movies coming out because, they were just Orion and Dino De Laurentiis that kept, firing them out. And then when you get older and you watch them, you're like, oh shit, this makes no sense. What, like, what the fuck? Why would they do
I'd
that?
have to go back and watch through a lot of them
Yeah,
to
yeah.
make it a fair thing. So
And they're
we'll keep
remaking a few of them, and they're. Oh, you're right. We'll table this, and we'll talk
yeah
about this later.
we'll keep it for a couple of weeks. Give me a chance to watch some movies. Maybe when I hit paternity leave, I'll get a chance to watch
Yes.
most of them.
There you go. And yeah, maybe not the remakes, I don't think, because I mean the remakes are a totally different podcast, I think.
Yeah, well, remakes are remakes.
Yeah. They're
Everyone knows
just
my feeling on remakes and how I like some and I don't like others. So
well, like The Thing is a remake, let's
the
be
thing is the
honest.
greatest remake in any genre ever,
I'll,
ever.
I'll agree with that. I would definitely agree with that. I mean,
And people can say Scarface, and I'll disagree that the thing is better
no.
because
Scarface is silly.
Scarface is awesome, but
It's silly, dude.
oh, but sure.
Although I gotta, maybe I should like get a whole thing of cocaine and snort it for my leg, but we'll let it there.
just get caster sugar. It works the same.
I'm like, no, I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, it's fun to roll, with all the white sugar on my face.
Yeah, Greg told me to do it.
Greg from Ireland told me to do it.
Right.
Well, this is awesome. Thank you so much for having me on your show.
Carl, it's been a pleasure having you back.
Yes, and I'm wearing pants this time, just so you know.
Gee, funny enough, that actually came up before. Someone questioned whether she was wearing trousers or not.
Wait, who? Wait, what? Wait, who was this? Wait, you can't leave now. Wait, what?
Right, so I don't know if you know her or not, actress Molly Souza.
Sounds familiar.
Right.
Don't know her.
So we were doing the show, and she gets up and moves during the show, right? And it doesn't look like she's wearing trousers, but she's wearing a pair. Like you can see that she's wearing a pair of shorts. But someone wrote to me and was like, "Is she not wearing trousers?" I was like, "No, I'm pretty sure she was." And
now I got to examine this. I got to see.
So I wrote to her and I was like, "Someone's asked me, were you wearing trousers in that show?" And I was like, "I'm pretty sure you were." And she said, "Yeah, I was wearing shorts." So.
That's bad if they're looking at they're looking at that and not listening to the content. Just so you know, that might be a little hint for
I don't know. Looking at the females that are on the other side.
Yeah. So, well, yeah, you're an animal. Magnetism is I could sense it. What kind of microphone is that, by the way? Before we leave, what is that?
It's a toner microphone. My missus.
Oh, dude, yeah,
sick, isn't it?
I'm like, it's got colors coming out of it.
That's that cocaine you were taking. You're losing your mind.
Me and my muscle relaxing my cocaine. So I think I'm sitting on my cat. Oh man, and I'm fisting celebrities apparently.
Right, I am. I'm gonna kill it here because we might get someone in trouble here. Carl, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Looking forward to having you back. Looking forward to seeing a couple of films when they come out this year.
Amityville Shark House coming out, I believe, June 30th from Lionsgate. You could find it probably at your local retail, Amazon. And my own film, The Suffering. Go check out Seed and Spark. Look for The Suffering. Just type that in. If you want to donate some money, you can even find me on my feeds at Carl J. Grasso on Instagram. Also, I believe Facebook. And Mocha Dick, which should be coming out, I guess, probably the end of this year, 2026. And if you're in North Carolina, you can always most likely see me in some sort of play production that I'm very picky and performing in, but that's another thing. But Greg, thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely, anytime, bro, anytime. Folks, I'm gonna finish this the way I finish every single Friday night, though. In the words of the great George A. Romero, ladies and gentlemen, stay scared.
I am